old when she made me. Just a baby, with a baby. Yeah, I know, girl, I drove you all crazy. Jumping off the walls, going all ADHD. Dropping out of school, no job, I was lazy. You said I end up locked up or pushing up daisies. But you know, girl, that ain't how you raised me. That was just a phase, I wasn't finna let it faze me. Been on a mission just to get it and I got it now. They know the name, my fans asking me to jot it down. This music shit, you know a nigga all about it now. Cause I don't know where the fuck I would be without it now. I used to be a Bama, I could pop the collar now. The girl that used to diss me asking me to call her now. I used to look out in the crowd and hear not a sound.
Castro.
Yeah, that's what they shouting now.
I know I may have changed. I may have lost my way, but every song I've made, yeah, was the blueprint to how I overcame. Was the blueprint to how I overcame. Was the blueprint to how I overcame. Was the blueprint to how I overcame.
Yeah, I got when I got mine. Wasn't hot when I got signed. Fucking not what I want, but I stack what I want till I'm back on the right side. Back on the west. Manned up, took a slap on the chest. Running yaps, motherfucker been attached. Motherfucker 3 fingers, let me rap with a best fly.
These are some of the
Look at me, I'm treading through the city. Who you know do it better in the city. Who you know moving cheddar in the city. Stewing bread in the city. 2 ahead, you ain't with me. Doors too open for the kid now. Poor sitting goals for the rich now. Motels turn to this, I'm rich now. Shit, let me miss out. Baby, how you been? I'm sorry that you missed out. You with a rapper now, huh? He a copy. Look at me, then look at his style. Book of history, I've been in now. You see up on my social that I'm in town. And it ain't coincidental that I see every time you've been rolling through the spot that you in bounds. Listen how this pin sound. I've been zoning through the city, man, it's LA life been good to me. Been good to me. Seeing where I live now, man, it's fan been hood to me. Said I could real shit. That I would real shit. Said I stand real shit. Motherfucker, so I stood real quick.
Okay.
take it back, they gon' know my name now. Yeah, we came a long way, but it's one way. Got a long way to go, like it's Monday. Someday, gotta be in LA. No, I gotta make it work out like chess day. Yeah, we just young and we living, we doing it right over here. While you missing just me and my homies, we running the city. Not worry about blowing these hundreds and fifties, cause when you get caught up in money, it's fake. The happiest thoughts end up going to waste. I got all my people, they holding me down. They all coming with me when I got the crown. Track, trying to master rap. I never gave it up when they called me whack. I gotta run the game like I'm a running back. I gotta change it up so you ain't stuck with that. Now give me the mic and I'm gone. I'm hoping it ain't for too long, but I'm trying to make it all around the world. Meet the fans that put me on. You know we got it. Yeah, we got it. We gon' fill it up like it's a wallet. We gon' live it up like it's college. We gon' soak it up like it's knowledge. Yeah, and I gotta pay homage to my fam and the fans from the hometown. Got the hill going up when we back now. Put the 919 on the map now when I'm gone. Yeah, I love this street. Hollywood, baby, home with the freaks. Yeah, girl, you the freak of the week. If you don't love West Coast, then you don't smoke best dope, and you don't get XOs. Your girlfriend at our next show, it's like, oh, California, it's summertime. My top lit back, and we unwind, and this wine fine. And you are too. Let's go to the beach with a drink towards each, and yeah, do what we do. Meet up with the gang and toast and shit. We the flies out, yeah, I told you, bitch. Yeah, I told you, bitch. Get the shit right, yeah, I told you, bitch. And this my type party. Dom just got it started. And Nipsey up next, and I gotta grab a drink, but you know I didn't get carded. We the home of the kings. Roll with some G's. Khakis with a crease. Pac rest in peace. Yeah, West Coast. Champagne for my real friends. Real pain for my fake friends. That don't shake hands, that don't make friends. That just hide my face behind Ray-Bans. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, whoa, whoa. Not happy, let's I'm up in the West Coast. So I can hear from my real friends. No shots to hear from my fake friends. You can hate, man, I don't make amends. I just live my life, I don't take from them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, whoa, whoa. Not happy, let's I'm up in the West Coast. Damn right, yeah, I love my town. LA, baby, put it down. Everybody wanna come around. If you don't love Cali, then you don't love at all. And you never seen love, cause this where those birds fall. Like falling out on top. Come with Jay-Z, baby, cause I call those shots. And I'm dropping those tops, and I'm rocking those spots. And I'm riding around the city with a beat that knot. I beat that up, hit that up. There on the ground, I sweep that up. I pick that up, I slow it down. Puffo up in my cup. But I'm rolling around these parts with a big old thing. No big old chain, just a big old ring. And a tight fit cap that's blue and white. Oh yeah, him a big old gang. Anybody wanna sign a deal? Then you sign a deal with my fan for real. Cause my camp will kill for the love that we got and feel. Oh yeah, so I need a meal. It's my gang, it's my team, it's my life, it's my dream. Yeah, West Coast. Champagne for my real friends. Real pain for my fake friends. That don't shake hands, that don't make friends. That just hide my face behind Ray-Bans. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
know a lot of artists who don't like to bring it to light, and I'm included in that. I ain't saying it's right, but it's been pushed out the news. Don't look like change will happen soon. Donald Trump is all that they talk about. I'm tired of it too. They only talking about racism when the city's burning up, when cops are getting shot, and when the shooter's getting cut. Peaceful protests rarely get a mention. Y'all demanded this could be prevented. Y'all sensationalize the violence just to get a check-in. What's the message? Only getting heard when you draw the weapon. You wonder why these people getting hurt. You ain't learned your lesson. Interview yourselves. God damn it, that might answer questions. Look at how you rep it. What's projected? Fuck you, Fox News. Y'all won't ever get it. So I gotta step in. White man from the 307, telling y'all I'm fed up with it.
When I woke up this morning and the haters were all from me, I just told them stay up out of my way, because I got a real bad temper. It's the middle of September. I don't think you wanna catch my case. Man, if you do so much as touch me, then it's bound to get ugly where police gon' end up all in my face. So, to eliminate the problem, I pop a bottle, then yell out sayonara and have a nice day.
Words of rose, I'll never relate to that. Might get pulled over, they check my ID and hit the gas. All these divisions, race, religion, economic class. How are we free till realities can overlap? I know what it's like to live round dollars on dollars, and I know what it's like to see that money get smaller. And I know what it's like to live with and without God, but I'll never know life at systematical odds. Fucked how the system has played with all of our minds. Wish that we could see each other through a child's eyes. No prejudice instilled, manipulation of the will. One world, under one sun, over one race that is human. We fight amongst ourselves like, what the hell are we doing? Shit is so outlandish while we fucking up the planet, fighting over someone's color while our planet's in the red. A miracle on a sunbeam, yeah, y'all know what I've said.
When I woke up this morning and the haters were all from me, I just told them stay up out of my way, because I got a real bad temper. It's the middle of September. I don't think you wanna catch my case. Man, if you do so much as touch me, then it's bound to get ugly where police gon' end up all in my face. So, to eliminate the problem, I pop a bottle, then yell out sayonara and have a nice day. When I woke up this morning and the haters were up on me, I just told them stay up out of my way, because I got a real bad temper. It's the middle of September. I don't think you wanna catch my case. Man, if you do so much as touch me, then it's bound to get ugly where police gon' end up all in my face. So, to eliminate the problem, I pop a bottle, then yell out sayonara and have a nice day.
Fruit snacks and cups of Patron. Parties on buses with us. Me and my bros on a mission to leave with your riches, your bitches, and even they clothes. Yeah, I don't know, probably give it to a charity or something. Every girl nowadays wanna marry me or something. Hate that shit. All I needed was a pic, but your ass only sending me a narrative or something. Made a pic of tits, bitch, I ain't even knowing it. Boyfriends hate me, and I ain't even noticing. Never tie a girl down, I ain't never roving them. Hella blunts everywhere, I'm second hand smoking them. Really real, it's me and Gerald. Tell all the lame niggas how they girls. Going dumb till I'm numb. Couldn't even tell your ass out his veils. Trying to ride a rap when you're drunk is a skill though. Bottles and bars and they both being killed though. Trying to talk to these bitches is hard, cause I sound like Boomhauer from King of the Hill though. Girls do wanna come, wanna stay. Sex and Super Smash Bros, hoes wanna play. It's really fucking hard and I wasn't trying to party, but fuck it, okay. Turn up.
I don't know why I get so high. Wake up tomorrow and my whole day's gone by. Doing what the fuck I feel like. Will someone tell me is this real life?
Last night was a movie, was a movie. I swear last night was a movie, was a movie. I swear last night was a movie, was a movie. I swear
Yo.
last night was a movie, was a movie.
Yo. Well, well, well.
Tänkte käka lite. Men om ni vill vänta, ni kan vänta. Ja, 10 minuter, en kvart. Inte som dig Nelson, en timme. Och kolla på serie med danser. Ja, BLB en kvart i alla fall.
Damn, it's either way too early or way too late for you guys. All right. So I might just do it. I might just mark up my levels. Yeah, I'm gonna mark up my levels. I'm gonna tell you guys what I believe is going to happen, what most likely I want to see happen, etc. Plays I'm looking for. And I do this just because I know that there's a lot of people that follow me that trade Asian session, right? I don't trade Asian session because it doesn't like line up with my time zone, so it's way too late for me to trade Asian session. But I know that a lot of you guys don't do. That's why I'm going to do an analysis so you guys just know at least where my levels are. But yeah, I mean, let me see. Let's wait for a few people to turn up and I can start. It's just gonna be quick, you know. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Might actually wait till gold opens because I want to see if we open with a gap, right? I want to, because might actually gap up. That's the thing, or gap down. But we'll have to see here. Yeah, dude. The runners are running, right? The runners are running. I think the runners are still. I don't know how many of you guys took it, but I called out the trade, and the runners are at. Where did we take the trade? I think we took the trade at 7. Yeah, we took the trade right here. Right on this closure here, we took the trade. Right on this closure right here, it had no bottom wick, right? So we took the sell here, and I left 25%. So 25% were runners, and now we're sitting at calm little 120 pips, you know, calm little 120 pips. Not too bad, you know. Not too bad, right? It's not every day you get 120 pips, but we take those. That's why we always leave runners, right? Yeah, that was a pretty successful trade. Alright, let's get into the analysis. So, we'll go to the daily here. What do we have on the daily? So we can see here that the daily closed right at support, right? The daily closed right at support. We wick down, and usually we do wick around these areas, right? But we do have a strong support right here, right? Around these areas. Between here, I would say. Right? So we can see clearly that price usually likes to reject around these areas. And we know that the daily closed right inside, right? We closed, let's see here. I think you could say around these areas. Let me just change the color here. Right? So right around these areas we closed on the daily. Meaning we did close respecting, right? We did not close below, we did not close above, we closed right at it, right? Because you see here, pretty good rejection area. Right here, you know? So yeah, the daily closed right at support, which is pretty interesting here, because we don't know if this is enough of a bottom wick, right? We have no idea if this might be going to wick down, or if this is enough of a bottom wick for us to drive up. So we might see probably something, most likely going to see something open, come down, and then if we want to close above, we're going to close above. But you're probably going to see the break of the lows, most likely, right? Because if you're going to drive up, is this enough of a bottom wick? I'm not so sure, right? I'm not so sure. You want to see us break at least these lows to possibly drive up again. We'll have to wait and see. But wait, let me just check if there's news, because I did not check if there was news. Most likely, I mean, wait, most likely, right? Yeah, nothing. Okay, this is perfect. So the first 2 days, we got Monday, Tuesday, we don't have anything at all. No red folders. We have one yellow folder, which is nothing. And then we have orange folder, which is, I guess, it brings volume. Doesn't have such a big impact, but at least it brings volume, right? And that's what we want, right? And then on Wednesday, we have consumer confidence, which isn't that big of an impact. And then we have GDP on Thursday, Friday, core PC. Okay, all right. I mean, pretty good price action week, right? We have a lot of pure price action. We don't have a lot of fundamental things influencing the market this week, so we could focus on pure price action, which is very favorable for us price action traders, right? So we like to see weeks like this. So it's gonna be a very interesting week we have it ahead of us, right? But yeah, since we don't have news, we could just say that okay, we closed here on support, daily support, right? Like I said, I would like to see the daily do something like this. Let me just. I just got Zoom, so I'm trying to figure out how the fuck this works. No, that's wrong. Sorry, guys. Because I used to draw with this. I started. It was so annoying. So somebody said, "Okay, you need to get Zoom." I was like, "Damn." Somebody was like, "Damn, why are you struggling so hard, man? Motherfucker, get news, motherfucker." I was like, "Okay, damn. I gotta get Zoom." Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I'm trying to see something like, you know, if we want to come down, we'll probably do something like this, right? Something around something around this fashion, right? If we now want to come up on the daily. Something like this, probably something like this, right? So we do want to see the break of the lows first. Break of the lows, possibly fill, because we still have a lot of imbalance here, right? Right here. We still have a lot of imbalance around these areas right here. So we do want to see us come down, possibly break the lows. I mean, first we need a top wick as well, but we're probably going to drive down and then flip up. That's what I'm expecting to see here on the daily. So let's go down to the 4 hours, see what we have here. Alright, so let me just draw up my levels here, see what we can get on the 4 hour. Alright, so we have right around, right around here, we do have yeah, I mean, I would like to say this could be an area, right? But I would like to say, if I'm gonna draw my zones, I would like to say that there's a zone right here, right? And then I would probably draw my next zone around these. Okay, this probably here, right? Because we do get range fills here, right? We do get range fills once we close below or above. We do get range fills, which is very favorable, right? We do get range fills, so we do want a range fill. So that means that when we come down, we probably get a range fill. So this is down here. Okay, so now let's go a little further up, see what we can excuse me, see what we can see here. All right, I'm guessing pretty obvious, right? Right there, pretty obvious. You have rejections, you have like easy rejections, right? Nothing to really think about there. But then we have to go back, and then when we go back, we can see that we kind of need to adjust it, right? So we kind of need to adjust it. Oh, this is pretty good. I mean, don't really need to adjust it. No, this is very good. Yeah. I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. Okay, so if that's the range, our next range would probably be somewhere around these areas, right? Yeah. Just scroll back here for you guys so we don't miss anything. How about if the camera's a little... There you go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. Not too bad for a 4-hour range, right? 4-hour range, not too bad. Nothing crazy. Well, yeah, pretty obvious, right? Pretty obvious. Pretty obvious here, right? Bunch of rejections everywhere. Yeah, I'm happy with these zones right here. So yeah, I mean, these are pretty much my zones. This is pretty much my range that we're gonna probably be in for the Asian session. Probably gonna, I mean, most likely we're gonna come up, right? Most likely we're gonna come up because if we look, if we go down to the lower time frames, right? I saw this earlier, and I saw that. You see, we don't have a top wick on this previous candle, right? Which means that we're probably gonna come up to fill that top wick, which is nothing too shabby, but I mean, we might actually come up to fill the range up until at least 2020, right? But I also saw on the 30 that on the 30 we still haven't flipped, right? So we do have on the 30 we do have a bottom wick and we have no top wick, right? So it looks like we're about to flip. So I'm thinking when we open, we're most likely gonna flip up, right? Most likely gonna flip up, probably fill the range up, maybe break the highs, and then possibly if you break below 2016, you're probably gonna see us drive down all the way to 2008, most likely, right? That's what I'm probably expecting. Because if we do this, so let's see on the 15 here. Let's draw some ranges on the some small ranges on the 15. So right there, yeah. So this is our small range, right? So again, like I like to say, whichever way we drive, I would like us to see the break or to grab liquidity before, right? So most likely we will see something like, I mean, wouldn't be surprised if we see something like this, right? Break the highs, break back into the range, and then we start driving down, right? Most likely. But remember guys, whichever way we drives, I do want to see us grab liquidity first, right? So I would like to see us grab liquidity either up here or down here, right? Before we drive. So break of the highs or break of the lows. So I wouldn't really take closures if we don't really break. So if we break these highs, I'll be good to trade closures below 2016, right? But if we break 2016, I'd look to take buys over at 2022, right? Because we are in a downtrend. Since we are in such a big downtrend, it takes a lot more for us to take buys than sells, right? Sells are like, okay, we're still going down, so we might as well take sells. But buys are like, ooh, okay, something really needs to shift here for us to take buys. Because we don't just want to take buys on a whim. So yeah, that's why when we're in such a downtrend, we like to be very careful with where we take buys. Okay, we opened up, like I said, made the top wick. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, so we did already we did compensate for this no top wick here, right? So already we did, this didn't flip. Like I said, we came up now. So now we do have a top wick, right? Probably gonna tap into these areas, right? Yeah, most likely gonna tap into those areas and break the highs. If we break the highs, I would want to see a closure, like I said, above 2022 here. If we get a closure above 2022, I would like to see us come up, right? So if we get a break above here, most likely gonna come up and fill the imbalance up here, right? Most likely we're gonna see here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Nothing too shabby, nothing too crazy. Yeah, let me just remove this. Yeah, these are the zones I'm gonna play. And for you guys that are trading Asian, these are the zones that you guys should be aware of. Pretty strong resistance and support zones. Do have something light here. I mean, if price comes up, I'm just gonna put it here just in case price does come up. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. just a quick analysis, right? Quick 15-20 minute analysis, just for you guys that are trading Asian, right? But yeah, I would want to see, so for plays, I would want to see either the break of the highs before coming down, right? Break of the highs before coming down, and then probably head down further. Or I would like to see break of the lows, or come down to at least tap these levels here. Come once we break above 2000. If we break the lows and come close above 2022, I'd be good to take buys up, right? But that's just if we break the lows. So if we break the lows first, then come up, tap 2022, close above 2022, that'd be good to fill this imbalance right here and come up, right? So that's probably most likely what I'm looking for, or what I would be looking for if I was trading Asian. So yeah, you have to see either one, right? Either one. You have to see either the break of the highs or the break of the lows. That's where I'm gonna leave it, right? So wait for the break of the highs, wait for the break of the highs, wait for the closure below, pull a retest, and then wait for a closure below 2016 to head further down, right? Because then you have a lot of range. You have like this whole shebang is clean traffic. This whole shit is clean traffic, right? So if you break below here, your next zone is probably around these areas, right? Next zone is probably around these areas, and that's a calm little 80 pip range, right? So you could very likely catch that if we manage to break below. But right before you do that, be very careful. So you'd probably see a fake out first. So if we don't break the highs and you just come down now, you'd most likely see something like this, right? Most likely see something like, my bad. You'd most likely see something like come down, fake out, or even like make some create some structure here, break back into range, break the highs, and then if you want to head down, you'll head down after that, or if you want to head up. But the first one that breaks, so either the lows or the highs, is most likely gonna be a fake out, right? So that's what I'd be looking for. So yeah, just be careful for the fake outs, guys. Be careful for the liquidity grabs, because this is where new traders get faked out, right? This is where the good or the experienced traders makes money off the 90% that lose money, right? It's usually the liquidity grabs. So the liquidity grabs are around these areas, right? So here's the liquidity, and these areas must be tapped, right? So for example, I personally believe that 2002 is going to get tapped. Regardless of if we drive down or drive up, I believe 2002 is going to get tapped, right? Regardless. So if we drive down, if we drive up, obviously it's going to get tapped, right? Because we're driving up. If we drive down, I believe we have to make a fake out around these areas to eventually drive down. But yeah. That's pretty much it for the analysis, guys. It was just 15-20 minute quick analysis, nothing too crazy. It's just for you guys that are trading Asian session, so I hope you guys find some value in this. I just had to put it out for you guys. I can't leave you just hanging right there just because I don't trade Asian. I could still like do an analysis on it, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we have normal trading day, New York session. You already know, same time, same place as always. And I hope to see you guys there. So yeah, take care, guys, and peace out. I'm gonna send the chart in the Discord channel, right? So for you guys that want my levels, I'm gonna send this chart in the Discord level, so you guys know exactly where I have my levels and what I'm looking at. But yeah, boys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. New York session. I think it is, yeah, New York session 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So 8:30 a.m. EST tomorrow for New York session. All right, boys.